Hey guys, I'm gonna do a comprehensive bow tutorial on how to turn your bandanas into bows for your dogs. So this first one is gonna be a bow tie that attaches to a collar. So the first thing I do is I turn the bandana right side down. Then I fold a corner into the center. I fold a corner into the center. And then I fold up. If there's any extra hanging off the top, I just go ahead and fold that under so that it doesn't show outside of the bow. So now we have a rectangle, which I'm gonna make a little bit smaller by folding it in half. Hamburger style instead of hot dog style. So now we have this right here. So then what I'm going to need is a rubber band. So I'll get a rubber band, stretch it out. I like the clear ones, that way they don't show up. And then I'm gonna scrunch this little guy in the center with little accordion folds. And then the rubber band is gonna go around the middle. As close to the middle as I can get. We can kind of adjust it after we have it on there. I try and get it tight. It's gonna depend on the rubber bands that you have. Mine go about 3 times before they're just tight enough. Then you're gonna wanna scrunch them out, and now you have a little bow tie. Now to make a section that attaches to the collar so that it'll attach, I take 2 small rubber bands and I weave them together. Ta-da! And pull them taut. Now we have these 2 little loops. Now this is going to go on the back side of the bow tie. So I'm just going to tuck this under the original rubber bands. It's a little tricky because it's tight. Pull it through so that one is on either side of the rubber bands. That way you have 2 loops. Now you can place this on the dog's collar by putting the collar through these 2 loops. And ta-da, you have a little bow tie for the collar. So that is number 1. The second one I'm going to show you is a tie that is more like a bow that has the ribbon ends. Also goes on the collar like the first one. So again, I start with this outside down, or correct side down, and then I start folding toward the center, and you roll that on up, just like that. Now, once I have all my big rolls done, I like to roll it in half, and then fold it in half. So you have 2 equal lengths all the way down. Now for this one, I'm going to take a rubber band and put it down here toward about 2/3 of the way down. So take another rubber band and 2/3 of the way down. Again, I'm gonna wrap it about 3 times because that's good and tight for what my rubber bands do. So now you have this. Now why I folded it in half after rolling it all the way up is because now I like to take that half and I like to tuck it out. That way I have smaller pieces here but a bigger bow up here. So you tuck that piece out from the inside and you fold it down. So now you have the 2 ribbon ends of your bow, and this will be the bow part of your bow. So again, you scrunch it with little accordion folds toward the center, like that. And this is where your next rubber band is going to go. Right around the center. So right between the 2 bow ends and the ribbon ends. And I always try and go 3 times. And ta-da! So then you just even up that little rubber band, and now you have a bow instead of a bow tie. And then you're gonna do the exact same thing with this one that you did on the bow tie, with taking a 2-ended rubber band and weaving it in here so that you can put it on a collar. Now the last one I'm going to do is very similar to this, but what you do is you make it so you can tie it instead of putting it on a collar, so you have a little bow tie bandana. So you're going to do the same thing with this, where you'd have your correct side down. Doesn't matter so much with this one since it's the same on both sides, but you get the idea. You roll it up toward the center. Now I try and roll these a little bit smaller because you're going to need as much leftover material as possible to be able to tie it all the way around the dog's neck. For this size, I only use it for my small dogs, my Yorkies, my Maltese, whatever. The bigger dogs all get those. Even the thicker necked dogs, I had to use one of those on a pug because this was just way too tight for the pug. Now instead of going 2/3 of the way down once you have it like this, I actually only use this little small end so I have enough to tie around the dog's neck. So this is going to be a very small bow, but it's adorable on little dogs. So you're going to just take this section here and rubber band it off all the way at the top. Very tiny little bow. And you're going to do the same thing with where you have the two sections folded in. You're going to pop that section out so that you have a little round piece. Pull your two ends taut, and you're going to pull it tight with the rubber band so that you can kind of see the rubber band. That way everything lines up nice here in the front once you have pulled the intersection out. And you're going to accordion fold this as much as you can into the center. And you're going to take another rubber band and go around that center section here. And ta-da, we are done. So now you have your two ends that you can tie around a dog's neck and a little bow to go with it. Super cute. I'll just spray it down with the cologne and we are good to go. So there are 3 bows for your clients. Instead of just doing the traditional bandana, now you have some bow options and they're affordable. Thanks guys, I hope you enjoyed it and that it was helpful.